I got a little short. Oh, it's me. Unapologetically T. And I'm not feeling too shabby. I'm in recovery mode. So, but I still wanted to do a longer video on a shorter video I just did. And the concept of the video is that don't let people trick you out of being yourself. A lot of people are out here to shame you, to guilt you, and to make you feel unworthy, to make you feel less than, to make you feel like in order to be close to God, you gotta fit a certain narrative or a script, and that is so fucking not true. There are some people who aren't out here pretending, and they literally do present a certain way. They literally prefer not to curse. They prefer, to dress a certain way. They prefer to show up a certain way. And for them, that works for their closeness to God. However, everybody ain't out here designed the same. And I need to make that loud and clear. And the way that I can put this in Hoodsman's term, aka layman's terms, is, do you really think that God, an all-knowing, all-powerful being, creator of all things, don't know who the fuck you is at your core? Like, do you really think that God will allow people to design systems to oppress other fucking people and make their norm and their environment a certain way, and God gonna condemn them people? No, God gonna condemn all others who are looking down on them people, because God know why them people acting the way they acting. They are a product of their environment. But what's wrong with the people that ain't a product of that type of environment and you still acting evil and wicked? Like, what's the matter with the people who literally are shunning certain people for showing up the way that they are? It's almost like we live in a dystopia where, like, y'all really want us looking and acting and behaving the same. You really want us feeding these fucked up systems that's crashing and burning right before our eyes. Like, we're not doing it anymore. God created divergence just for that purpose. We are the divergence. We are the glitches in the matrix. We are the ones that say, fuck your societal norms. And then the very people that we trying to save from this fucked up system and this fucked up society, no matter how you see it, whether you see it as systems, programs, whatever the fuck you see it as, a society, whatever you see it as, people like me and others are literally trying to wake you up from this shit, and you will condemn us. God literally gave you Jesus. God literally gave you Jesus, and you killed him. Jesus literally preached that the temple wasn't in the church. The temple was within. Your body is the temple. You found God within. But y'all literally condemn a motherfucker that don't go to church every day. You're literally condemn a person because of the words they say. The message could be clear as day in your face, and you literally condemn them because the messenger don't look the way you thought the messenger should look. But there's a plot twist. There are many messengers out here. There are so many messengers out here. Find the messenger for you. But stop trying to make people fit in your mold. Stop trying to make people fit in your mold. Stop trying to change the message because you don't like the messenger. The message is going to still be the same. It's just that messenger ain't for you. That messenger ain't for you, and maybe that messenger is for you. It's for to tell you to stop fucking judging people. Tell you a little too judgy. You're a little too judgy. But I seriously, God has given, it's so many different stories. There's so many different stories known to man. And each time God sends someone for the people. Each time you condemn that person that literally God is sending to free you. literally uphold the evil that is literally got its foot on your neck. That literally is teaching you all this shit. So just be yourself is very much it. Be yourself. I'm a person that literally had to live most of my life undercover, in so many different areas and avenues and ways, and it was so much so I lost who the fuck I was, and that's what happens to a lot of us. We play the fool so much. We play all these different roles. Like, we play all these different roles and what we think these roles mean until we forget to play ourselves. and I just want to say, play yourself. Be yourself. We need you. God made you the way God made you so that you can help us. Be yourself. Be yourself. Like, we need you in this world. We need you to be yourself in this world, and I'm learning how to be myself. That's why I came to do this message. I want to talk to people who are experiencing, no matter what part of the journey you are on, but you're experiencing the journey of rediscovery. You're experiencing the journey of renewal. You're experiencing the journey of returning to your core. And you might be experiencing the journey of evolving. So you are your core self. Plus, you are the experiences that you experienced along the way. Plus, you're something completely new now. And what does that mean for you? I'm talking to y'all, like, be yourself. That's what it means. To just show up how you are. If you show up wrong today, you showed up wrong, I guarantee you God gonna put something or someone or shit, it might be a meme on social media that trigger your thought that, like, you showed up wrong that day. And when we say right and wrong over here, we just mean whatever you didn't like about yourself or your actions, that's right or wrong. What you didn't like about yourself or your actions. And of course, hurting other people and yourself is literally not great. It's wrong. And we ain't meaning like some fucking feelings. Like, you gonna hurt feelings out here. We mean you going against your principles. You going against your morals. Let's normalize that a lot of people don't have principles and morals that line up with each other. But you should have some core ones that do. Like valuing human life and not trying to snuff the light out of people. Because some of y'all think just because you're not murderers physically, that you're not murderers at all. A lot of y'all are killing people's souls and spirits as we speak. Just by not allowing people to be themselves. Like, literally, this is bigger than just the physical. It's a culmination. It is this physical world. It is the spiritual world. What happens in the spiritual world happens in the physical. What happens in the physical happens in the spiritual. It's all tied to each other. Like, there's so many realms on the spiritual level. Everybody's not tapped into all the same realms. Like, literally, this shit is way bigger than you just being in these human vessels on this floating rock in outer space, and you think that life ain't magical. You think that life ain't, nigga, your existence is a miracle. Your existence on this planet is a miracle. Watching these birds that I just watched 3 fly by is a miraculous thing to me. They defy nature. And then you can argue they go with nature because they was designed to fly. Like, y'all literally just walking around here. Well, not all of us, but a lot of us are literally walking around this bitch like just oblivious to how magical your pure existence, just solely your existence. Just focus on your existence. Just focus that you came out of that hole from your mother. That is a miracle that you're here. Not every baby makes it. You are meant to be here. So be yourself. That's your gift to the earth. That's your gift to the earth. That's your gift to the world. Be yourself. Get back in tune with nature. The more you get back in tune with nature, the more you get back in tune with yourself. the more you look within for God, is the more you figure out who you really are at your core. The more you go within yourself, you find yourself. You find out who you are. And you find yourself so fucking good that you don't give a fuck when nobody got to think about you. You don't care. Like, it's like shit. You feel that way, like that might be what you feel about yourself, because I know who I am. I know who I am, and I know what I came here to do. I ain't come here to be quiet. I ain't come here to shut the fuck up. I ain't come here for that. I came here to shake some shit up. I came out here to call some shit out. I came on here to act on some shit. I came to Earth to be some ass. I came to Earth to fucking save this planet. We all signed up for this shit. We ain't just signed up for this shit for no reason. We all signed up for this shit. Like, we all signed up to be here. We all signed up to be here. And as shitty as my assignment was, I still was built for it. I still was built for it, and I'm happy to be where I'm at in this part of my life. Even still with me not being where I know I want to be, I'm still happy because the progress I have made is fucking astronomical. The progress I have made in 2 years is fucking miraculous. It is a miracle that I am saying. The shit I've been through, I shouldn't be saying. Man, the shit I've been through, I should have lost my mind as a child. I should have lost my mind as a child. Children are resilient. And those same children that you make resilient as children, like when you put them through such extreme conditions and fucked up shit, they grow up to be resilient adults. So even though it was very fucking horrendous and fucking fucked up of what I went through as a child, even though I've made some horrible mistakes and probably hurt some other people on my path and on my journey because I wasn't aware of my fucking hurt and my pain all the time and how it affected others, shit, I know I was wrong in a lot of different shit. Like, I don't really particularly talk about that shit because I literally am the type of person that if I'm wrong, that shit, I got a conscience. I got a conscience. So if I'm wrong, that shit gonna eat away at me until I do come out and tell you like I was wrong with such and such. I have even came out to my motherfucking enemies and said, well, you know, you had me fucked up here. And I could have did better here. I should have did better here. That's why I really don't talk about a lot of shit I do wrong, is because I already be making amends with that. So that shit never was eating at my conscience. What was eating at my fucking conscience and my soul was the shit that I didn't hold other people accountable for. So, literally, accountability is key. But if you are one of those people where you grew up a people pleaser, like, accountability usually ain't for you holding yourself accountable. You gotta learn to master holding other people accountable. Because you typically are holding yourself accountable and you are taking accountability for other people's actions as well. So for me and my healing journey is not always the same as everybody else. You might have somebody else that need to learn how to take accountable for their actions. Me, I always can I just have a built-in conscience that make me feel bad when I hurt somebody else. I could even be right and it'll make me feel bad. I don't feel like that no more. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's fuck me, it's fuck you too. Like, it's just, it worked out that way. Thank God. Like, thank God. Because what the fuck I'm feeling bad for, you ain't feel bad for me. Like, you literally just tried to kill me. Why do I feel bad? Because you hurt. I'm just trying to defend myself. Let's make it make sense. So, that's why I say I'm involved. I'm involved. Wherever you at your journey, you know, embrace your journey. It's your journey. Everybody's journey is different, and that's what we keep getting shit fucked up at. That's why you might be on your journey and you might be asking for advice from another person and they can't give it to you. I learned that on my journey. I'm like, I just want, you know, some advice. I want to feel better. I want to hear some words that can make me feel fucking better. And I couldn't find them. I couldn't find them on average because my journey is my journey and I got to go within. I got to go talk to God. I got to talk with myself. You know, like, who know me any better than God or myself, who could give me any better advice than God or myself. A lot of y'all not talking to yourselves. A lot of y'all not having them internal conversations. A lot of y'all scared that y'all hear voices and you think you fucking crazy, so you block them out. And I was there too. Some people can only hear their own voice. Some people, and you know, that's just not their gift to hear anything else besides themselves. Everybody got to normalize that we all got different gifts. I truly believe, man, you can tap into different gifts. I do think that people need to stop hating on people because of what gifts they do have, like another person do have, because you don't want to know what that person had to go through to tap into that gift. We do have natural gifts we were born with and all that shit, but like a lot of people be hating on people because they got different abilities and different talents, and it's like, appreciate what the fuck you got. Appreciate your journey. Appreciate your life. Don't ever try to trade your life in with nobody else's. You'll never be happy with nobody else's life. You'll never be happy with nobody else's life. I had got to the point I'm not even happy with my own life. I couldn't even want nobody else's life. I just wasn't even happy with my own. Like some of y'all ain't happy with y'all life, and then y'all want somebody else's life, and then you get their life, and then you realize like you didn't want that. You're not happy with it. Y'all almost died trying to get it. Some of y'all don't make it because y'all don't know what the fuck somebody went through to get what they got. Like, it's just like, it's like, what I think about this is like, if you ever had that teacher, because that's what Earth is. Earth is a fucking classroom. And it's so many tests. It's pop quizzes, it's tests. Earth is a game. You can look at it like you got your main missions, and then you got your side missions. Your side missions can give you some extra bumps and, you know, whatever. But your main mission is your main focus. A lot of niggas get distracted by the side missions, and it's like, you know, nigga, follow through with your main mission. Go back, circle back and do some side missions. Like, follow finishing your game. Then I think about it like it's a classroom. Like, if you ever had that teacher that was smart and they knew like kids was gonna look on each other's paper, and they literally designed tests so that each child next to each other had a different test. So if you was to even fucking cheat off the next person's paper, your test ain't the same. That is the same as our journeys are not the same. It doesn't mean that you can't get help or advice from somebody else that been through something similar. You can, but it might not be what you need to hear all the time. You might want to try to cheat off somebody else's paper and doing what they doing, and what they doing is what they supposed to be doing. And even if you got the same questions on the test, they ain't even in the same order. So like, you got to make this shit your own. So even if you got the same gift as somebody else, they don't do what you, they can't bring what you bring to the table. They can't bring what you bring to the table. So keep your eyes on your own test. Keep your eyes on your own test, which literally correlates to stay focused on your journey. Stay focused on being authentically and true to yourself. And I'm in this same arena with you. I'm learning as I go. I'm doing the best I can. I show up every day and just try to do the best I can every fucking day. That's all I can do. I don't know nothing else. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do besides listen to the God and me and literally show up the way I can show up every fucking day. And that's me trying to be the best version of myself I possibly can be. That's my gift to this world. That's my gift to this world when I'm being me. So I just wanted to have a longer video for that. So be yourself. Be yourself. We need you to be yourself. Don't cheat on nobody else's test. Love your own life, no matter how fucking hard it is. I know there's a part of your journey that you probably don't want to hear that. I didn't want to hear that shit while I was going through it. And basically, if you hear this and you're not ready to accept that, that's okay. Just ignore me. Just be like, bitch, you don't know what you're talking about. But pick up whatever you got to pick up. Like, let's normalize, like, chewing the meat and spitting the balls out. Like, because there was parts of my journey where I didn't want to hear that shit. Like, it was parts of my journey where I already knew that shit, but I had to process that shit. So I already knew like this all is going to be beneficial to me one day. This all worked out for me anyway. Like I already knew that concept, but I didn't want to hear that shit. And so like you got to be okay with where you're at the journey, where you're at in the processing. There was a part of my journey where I didn't feel like I could forgive without anger. And it was a part of my journey where I just felt like, what the fuck is forgiveness? Like, why the fuck am I forgiving anybody that did what the fuck they did to me? And now it's a part of my journey where I'm just like, the forgiveness is for me. The forgiveness is for me abandoning myself, for me not loving myself, for me not showing up for myself, for me not protecting myself. The forgiveness is for me choosing the same shit over and over again. The forgiveness is for me. The forgiveness is for me for when I feel like why was you so stupid? Like, the forgiveness is for me. So, like, forgiveness, when you're not dealing with a party that can make amends, ain't for that other party. If that other party can't make the fucking amends, then they the one that did the fuck shit. Forgiveness ain't for them. They gotta go to God for forgiveness. They can't get it from me. And that's just my processing. Everybody else got a different processing. Everybody else see it a different way. Somebody might say like, hey, look, I forgive you regardless. I can't do that shit. I realized like I can't do that. The only part that I could forgive my abusers about is that I understand why they did what they did. I do feel like when you go through severe abuse, it is very easy to get caught up in becoming your abuser. You literally can feel like you went through some fucked up shit and you just don't want to allow nobody else to do that to you, so you become the abuser. Even though I can understand that shit, I can't excuse it. So when I said I could forgive them for that part of it, I can forgive the analytical, the psychological part of it, but like I can't forgive the action. I can't forgive the repeated cycles of abuse they try to trap you in. I can't forgive that shit. Like, I can't. You gonna get what you deserve. That's all I know. Is I'm not holding on to resentment of me being the one that give you what you deserve. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna hold on to that resentment. Bitch, you going in a prayer, you going in you if you really fuck with me, you gonna go in a spell. you on the same trick bed you tried to put me in, you gonna fall in it. So like, it just depends. There's levels to it for me. That's just how it works for me and the ones that I care for. Because even if I care about you and you tell me some shit that somebody did to you, like, baby, like, they gonna hate that I'm your friend. They gonna hate that I'm your loved one. Because, like, you mess with who? And it's like, and I know you pure-hearted. Like, nah. Okay, we gonna call on this spirit team. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna forgive it to someone else to do. And so like, that's the forgiveness I can do. And I literally don't do it with malice or any of that shit. I have done it with malice and anger, and definitely there are moments where malice and anger, not malice, but like anger, rage is useful. This world to have you feeling like it's not, but it is a useful emotion. It is a protector, and so you do need it. You just need to know how to regulate it. And so like, I'm at a point in my life like I don't have that resentment though. Like, I do get angry and I have rage. I just had to learn how to regulate that shit. Like, it's there for a reason, and it's there to protect me. And not all the time is the reaction that I want to give valid. So I have to speak with my anger and rage and be like, you know, I understand that like you might even be triggered from something that happened back then. This is not that same situation. We have to handle this with this level of care. And but there are moments where you're valid, and I'm gonna let your ass run wild. So just using discernment. I feel like being a participant of Earth, being a party on Earth, you have to use discernment. Like, you have to use discernment with these things. So there's a part of me that has love and compassion for my enemies, for my abusers, but it's only from the angle of like, you know, you knew not what you was doing, and even if you did know what you was doing, you still didn't know what you was doing because you had no idea that you was creating this little well-crafted monster. You this well-crafted monster that you created. That's why I say, like, be yourself. Be yourself. Life will fine-tune you. Don't keep letting these people, these individuals make you, shame you, and guilt you into being who the fuck you is. Like, no, be your real self. If you don't be yourself, you don't know what you need to work on. You don't know what you need to change or what you need to fix. You just constantly masking who the fuck you is. Like, be yourself. Because I'm going to be mad. In any environment, and any groups of people, and all that shit that don't allow me to be myself, like, you not meant for me. And that's goodbye. Literally. Now, I will respect people's, you know, their houses, like their living lands. Like, I'm not fucking ignorant. But when it's my house, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want in my house. And if you don't feel comfortable, then you should go. Like, but I'm not gonna change who I am in my house, on my platform, on my podium, on my stage. I'm not changing it. God knows who I am, and God has been doing work on me, and God has left a lot of fucking things because God wanted me to have it. Like, so that's why I'm gonna show up who I am and how I am, and you should too. Don't let nobody shame you, guilt you, or regret you out your spot.